Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Retro Wrestling Room. Today we are watching AEW Rampage. This is our series that we've started to call on here, our live stream series on a Friday night. It's called Battle of the B-Shows. So we are watching AEW Rampage and WWE Smackdown. Today, which is a bit strange, we've actually got AEW Rampage on first. We are already in with the action, just about to start. So we're going to hook that up now. We have actually got the Elite versus Top Flight and AR Fox, which should be a really, really good match. Good thing with AEW is that they always seem to kick off with the biggest match of the night, which is quite good because you don't have to wait around for the main event really. So we've got Matt Jackson and Dante starting off in the ring first. We've got seems to be basketball themed this week because I'm not American. I don't quite know what the significance of that is, or I guess it's the so the playoffs to start now. I really don't. Oh no, it's not March Madness. No, I don't know. Hey Christian, thank you for joining the chat once again. I did see your messages earlier. I haven't had time to comment back yet, but I will do later on, I do promise. But just to let you know, I have seen it, so I'll message back on there later. So at the moment we're just starting it with the match between the Elite and Top Flight and AR Fox. Oh, AR Fox has just done the suicide dive over the top rope, and he's run to the outside, and he's done another suicide dive onto Kenny Omega onto the ramp side. So AR Fox making quite the start. Oh, he's just grabbed the basketball and he's done a somersault over the top rope onto the Young Bucks. All of the Elite have got their matching basketball jerseys on. I didn't see the numbers, so it looks like Matt Jackson's got 13. Nick Jackson's got 3 7s. I didn't see what Kenny Omega has on his. What's Ken? 83, is it? Oh no, 20 something. 23. That's Jordan's number, right? That's probably all I know about basketball. I'll look at the... All seems to be flowing a little bit better today, which is quite good to see. I remember to switch the... let's actually sort that light out a little tiny bit. It's a little bit... The colour's kind of blowing me out a little bit there. Sit down a little bit. Is that any better? No, I still look pretty white. It's okay. So yeah, looking at the... I've left my coffee over there. What disappointment. The news has come out today. Oh, there's Vicky. The thing that's come out today is that WWE are apparently interested in signing Kenny Omega, which seems to come up every so often. And then the story kind of fizzles out a little bit afterwards. But that is the story at the moment. I think it's because of Switchblade Jay White, because it looks like his contract's up with New Japan now. So it looks like he's going to be making his arrival in the States soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be Right, night.
Night, guys.
I'm not sure if it's going to be WWE or AEW, but wherever he goes next, it should be good. AR Fox just been body slammed by Nick Jackson in the middle of the ring now. I've just noticed that Top Flight and AR Fox have all got matching gear on as well. I believe this is a pre-tape. I don't think this is live tonight. And I don't know what the reason is why AEW is actually on early tonight. Because usually it's on straight after Smackdown. But tonight we got quite a few matches already announced. We've got Ricky Starks versus oh god, I forgot his name already. Ethan Page. We have got Jade Cargill in action and Dustin Rhodes versus somebody. I can't remember who. Oh, Swerve Strickland it is. I just remembered. And then the SmackDown show, we've also got quite a few matches announced. Because the last few weeks that I've been doing these live streams, they haven't actually announced many matches on the SmackDown card. Oh, so we got Kenny Omega in here, and Dante Martin's just made the hot tag as well, if you're watching along with me. Atomic drop by Dante Martin. Looks like he's going to fly through the ropes. We get a tope suicida. Dante Martin. He's climbing back up to the top rope here. And we get a giant high cross body. Christian asks, I didn't hear about WWE wanting Kenny, but I have heard that WWE interested in signing both Jay White and Tama Tonga. Yeah, it seems to be all over Twitter today that they're looking into getting Kenny Omega. They've also noted that there is a giant, what's the word I'm looking for? Not free signing, free agent at the moment, and they alerted that it wasn't Jay White, so it'll be interesting to see who they're talking about. Dante Martin climbing back to the top rope here. Oh, and he just chucked the basketball at Kenny Omega at the same time. A 450 splash by AR Fox onto Matt Jackson, but we can only get a 2 count there. I think I can hear "This is awesome" chant already. Matt Jackson looking for something here. Is it going to be a power bomb? Yes, it's that buckle bomb into the corner. And it ends the Giri from Kenny Omega and Nick Jackson there at the same time. So Christian's put, so apparently Rampage is on early because I guess the NBA are going to be having a slam dunk competition as part of the NBA All-Star Weekend on their regular time. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense for the NBA shirts and everything. Yeah, I guess AEW are not going to be wanting to compete with that. They're going to want to try and get as many viewers going into that as possible. So I'm guessing the lead-in into SmackDown is going to be better for them. I wouldn't be against this time slot each week. I know you're a few hours behind us because it's midnight. Well, just gone midnight here in the UK. But in the States, I wouldn't be against having Rampage on before SmackDown. I think it would probably help them in the lead up to SmackDown, because I think by the end of SmackDown sometimes you're a bit burnt out. Oh, sliced bread there from Matt Jackson. Got AR Fox back into the ring here. Oh, and a double cutter onto Nick and Kenny Omega. Oh, and Matt Jackson just got another cutter onto AR Fox then. And the crowd were all on their feet chanting. This is a pretty good match for the opening match here, just to get the crowd going. AR Fox thrown into the corner there. Matt Jackson gets elbowed while he's coming in. Oh, and AR Fox went for the moonsault, but got triple super kick there by the Bucks and Kenny Omega. What do they have set up here? Oh, Nick Jackson with a springboard off all ropes. Oh, we got a V-trigger onto... There's a Darius Martin there and a one-wing angel. That's going to be it. 1, 2, and 3. So the Elite win the opening contest here. Hold on to the AEW Trios titles. I quite like how the Elite always have themed clothing going on. It's quite toyetic. You know, and you could always release limited edition figures and t-shirts and everything to go along with them. But they seem to be really trying to... Oh, the lights have gone out here. Don't know what this is going to be here. Oh, it's the House of Black. So the lights went out and they came back on the stage, and Malachi Black and Brody King were on the stage. Okay, so I'd be interested in that trios match. God, everyone would be amazing in that match. Chris Jericho on commentary tonight with Excalibur, Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. I think the magic number of commentators is usually 2. 3 is usually overkill. I'm not quite sure if 4 usually works. But as long as they don't jump in too often, it can work, you know. But we got the Gun Club here now. They are the recent AEW Tag Team Champions, and they kind of shook the wrestling world at the time when they beat the Acclaim, because the Acclaim were on such a hot run. You know, they were the most over tag team, definitely in AEW, possibly in wrestling at the moment. So to take the titles off them seemed a bit strange. It might help the Gun Club, but I don't know. It seemed like a really rash decision, if that makes any sense. Well, if I was booking, I wouldn't have done that, put it that way. I can't see why. It seemed to be a step backwards, put it that way. Yeah. But we are currently in our AEW break at the moment, so we're going to just keep having their theme song going over and over again. But it's good to be back on the live streams. Hopefully we can keep this up weekly. Everybody that's messaged the channel and commented on previous videos, I have listened to all your suggestions. Hopefully we can start implementing them soon as. we've actually just got back from holiday, so we've been kind of away for a while, and it was lovely to have a break from everything, get away from work for a bit. We had a great time, and back into the live stream and back concentrating on the channels now. And we will be doing holiday blogs or vlogs even every weekend. They'll be popping up on Vicky's channel, which has always got a link down in our description as well. So if you want to watch something a bit different, they're going to be on there every week coming up soon. Let's see what is happening in the world of Twitter at the moment. Seen quite a bit of good comments on the first match on the card there. Everybody seemed to be quite into that match. This will be quite a long break coming up here. Christian's put, did you happen to see the Fight Forever segment from IGN's FanFest? It was very, very underwhelming. Yeah, it was. I'm so looking forward to this game, though. I want it to be good. I want it to be amazing, but I don't know if it will be. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be different anyway, put it that way. It's going to be very different to what we're used to. It's going to be very different to games that we got at the moment. So, fingers crossed, it will be worth the wait, put it that way. And we've also got the new WWE game coming out next month as well. So it looks like they're going to beat AEW to the punch with another game coming out soon. I always get the WWE ones. I thought the last WWE one, so the current one at the moment, was a big step up from the previous years. It seemed to drop off a little bit, especially with 2K 2020. That was a absolute shambles when that came out. So, and they've got War Games in their new WWE game, so I can't wait to play a War Games game. We got a backstage segment at the moment between Wheeler Yuta and Orange Cassidy. Wheeler Yuta, who is the current Ring of Honor Pure Champion. I remember when they first brought in the Pure Championship in ROH originally, and there seemed to be matches between Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. Had some great matches over that title. They're the two that I always think of when I see the Pure title. Okay, so we're setting up a Wheeler Yuta Orange Cassidy match. Orange Cassidy is the All-Atlantic champion, that's right. They just said on commentary. I didn't actually remember that then. I was going to say TBS champion, but that's the title Jade Cargill owns, I believe. So we have got, next up, we have got Daniel Garcia, who gets very muted call there, but we have got Daniel Garcia versus Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks is going to be the heavy favourite. Seems to be very over within the AEW crowd at the moment. Does Ricky Starks? Seems to be going on a bit of a hot streak at the moment. to be honest, it doesn't do a lot for me. I know we all like different people and whatever, but it doesn't excite me, say, as much as quite a few of the wrestlers at the moment. But then saying that, it's a bit of a muted. I don't know if it's the feed that I'm getting, but seems to be a bit of a muted response for Ricky Starks tonight, where he was crazy over only a couple of weeks ago. Oh, we just got a little recap there from when Chris Jericho attacked Ricky Starks last week. Okay, as the match starts, we got a bit of a Ricky chant going, so just does seem to be a little bit muted. I didn't actually see AEW Dynamite this week, but the general consensus is that it was one of the worst Dynamite shows ever. Everybody was saying how bad it was, so yeah, I'm a bit gutted with that, because they seem to be on a bit of a creative role at the moment, so it's a bit sad that doesn't seem to be going well at the moment, but hopefully they can pick it back up. The more good wrestling we have is better for everyone. And if you watch AEW or not, if AEW becomes amazing, then more people are just going to watch wrestling in general, which is going to be great for everyone. So there's a link on the screen now for pre-orders from GameStop for the AEW game, but again, no date as of yet. So Ricky Starks doing the old school. Oh, I can't hit you. Oh, sorry everyone. Ricky Starks doing the Undertaker's old school walk across the ropes now. Does anyone know if it's actually got another name? If it's not the Undertaker doing that move, walking along the top rope? And what was it called before? Oh, that's a good question. I've never thought about it before. What did we call that move before they started calling it old school? I don't think it ever had a name, to be honest. I can't remember. I think they just used to say the Undertaker's walking along the rope, and then I don't know. Never thought of that before, but so Daniel Garcia seems to be targeting the knee here. Oh, and it's just lifted up. Ricky Starks had dropped his knee across those ring steps on the outside there. Is Daniel Garcia going to throw him back into the ring? Or is he going to... Yes, he is. So he's throwing him back into the ring here. Oh, he's mouthing off to the crowd there. There's somebody in the second row in a cape and full-on Danhausen makeup. Which is quite... It's a great look when you're in the crowd at an event, but not so great when you're trying to get a taxi home, I guess. The commentary is actually not that bad with the four. I thought it was going to be a bit cluttered, but it's not too bad. But then saying that, Tony Schiavone... You've hardly heard him, so I don't know what the deal with that is, to be honest. Oh, and as I say that, you hear him on commentary. Always the way. Snap suplex from Daniel Garcia there, but can only get the 1 count. Ricky Starks trying the Galliant fight back into the match here. Struggling with that knee. Has it just gone to a break again? That's the trouble with these watching AEW via fights. You do get a lot of ad breaks. And there's no build up to them either. They just kind of hit you in the face like, oh, it's an ad now, is it? Okay. So on the channel at the moment, so going back to that, we've while we were away, actually tonight we've had another episode of Friday Night Smackdown, which is mine and Vicky's card game series. That's the one that I was talking to Christian about earlier. He's actually given us some suggestions on the page, which I will get back to him about. Excited for that. Recently we also released another 5-star match review in our series. So this month we've done a video on the Eddie Guerrero and Art Barr match from tag match from AAA in 1994. We did a review of that, and we've also done a review of, which was released 2 weeks ago, with the Super Click, which was Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. This is Will Ospreay, Matt Sydal, and Ricochet, and that was from PWG. So if you want to hear our thoughts on that, so in those videos we break down the match, break down the history, what was happening in wrestling at the time, and then we talk about Dave Meltzer's thoughts, what he thought of the match, why he gave it 5 stars, and then see if we agree with that rating or not. Some we've agreed with, some we haven't. Some we've kind of had disagreements because we've both thought the opposite to the matches. So it's always a fun series. But we're recording another one tomorrow, so that should be up in another couple of weeks then. Yeah, we got loads of stuff coming up on the channel soon. Always looking for more ideas from everybody, you know. It may be me and Vicky that are in the videos at the moment, but we do it because you guys watch these videos, you know. And we have fun doing it. And so if there's anything you guys ever want, let us know and we'll try and mix it up. Christian's put, I forgot to add to the idea of the comment, can you make videos regarding debuts like the Boogeyman, the Radicals and the Oddities? That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd be down for doing that. Something like that, that'd be good. Off the top of my head, I can't actually remember how the Boogeyman debuted. I remember him being there. I can't remember when he actually debuted. I remember the Radicals debuting like it was yesterday. It was so weird because Benoit won the title like the night before on a WCW pay-per-view. They gave him the title and then the next night he was on Raw, you know, in the crowd with the rest of the Radicals. It was so strange. That's how wild wrestling was back then. And the Oddities. Can I remember how they started? Don't know how they started. I remember the Insane Clown Posse joining them at some point. I remember they had Luna Vachon with them. And then they I don't know if Sable ever joined them or if she... This is just going off the top of my head now. I just remember Sable kind of like aligning with them in some way. They had some sort of link down the road. But yeah, I'd love to do like research on things like that and, really do deep dives into things like that. That'd be cool. Oh, so Ricky Starks has just hit his finisher in the middle of the ring, and that is 3. So Ricky Starks, even with that knee injury there, has progressed tonight. So Chris Jericho is not going to be happy with that. Wonder if we're going to see... Oh no, I was going to say we're going to see Chris Jericho make an interruption here, but no, it's Sammy Guevara who's actually come out on the mic. Oh, so he's I saw a match with Action Andretti. Oh, so we got a build up here of... Let's switch to the main screen there. We've got Eva Luno challenging John Moxley by the look of it. I wouldn't mind seeing Dark Order going heel again like they were under Brody Lee. I know it'll never quite be the same, but they're kind of just middling at the moment. They do need a bit of a switch up. So we've got Jade Cargill making her way down to the ring here. Quite strange to have the champion coming out first, unless the challenger is not going to get entrance, and she is just going to be in the ring already, which is always possible. So Jade Cargill is up to 52 weeks now. Or 52 wins, sorry, not 52 weeks. There we go. The challenger is actually in the ring. I noticed when I got the match graphic ready, I didn't actually know who this was. Hopefully they're going to show the name here now. Something Vixen. Apologies, I missed the name there. But trained by Jazz, they said there. Okay. So maybe she's going to be quite a physical wrestler, if she's anything like Jazz. Oh, Jade's taken down the challenger already, and she doing press-ups in the middle of the ring. The thing with Jade Cargill, she is... I say it every time I see her, but she's built like a star. She looks like a star. She has such a... Oh, it looks like she's going for the finisher already, which is the implant killer. And looks like it's going to be it. Oh, that's it already. Proper squash there for Jade. Well, this hour is... I know it's always going to feel rush Rampage because it's 1 hour. So they don't really have a lot of time to breathe. Like already they've had the 3 matches and next up is the main event already. They go into another break here, so I'm just going to flick it onto the home screen again. It's always going to feel a little bit rushed with these AEW Rampage shows. It was a bit like Raw in the Raw around 95. Because I think they switched to 2 hours in 96, if I remember rightly. And towards the end of 95, they tried to cram in more and more, and it started to get a bit packed. Okay, so Christian has said that it turns out that Vert Vixen wrestled into the name Glitch the Gamer at Women of Wrestling. I still haven't seen any of it yet. I know it's back now, but yeah, I haven't seen any of it at all at the moment. If anybody's watched any of Woe at the moment, the new version, let us know. Let us know if it's worth watching. That's the thing. I mean, there's so much wrestling out there, and it's so hard to keep up with everything. Like, I want to get more into WWE. I want to keep up with their storylines more, like the weekly shows. Obviously, I know everything that's going on, but like week to week, I've started to watch more and more. AEW I'm trying to keep up to date with, but then I love watching old wrestling as well, especially 90s and 80s wrestling. And then people like Karen watches wrestling has got me into New Joshi wrestling. I try and keep up with New Japan, and then there's all the English shows and the indie shows, and it's so hard to keep up with everything, Like, for instance, TNA now, I don't know anything that's happening over there these days. NWA, I don't know what's happening on their shows now. I know their champion's Tyrus. That's about it. I couldn't even tell you who the Impact champion is these days. When there was a time when I would never miss that show. Christian says, I've watched it before, and when I have time to watch it, it's on from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. for me. Yeah, and I see if it's on that late, it's tough to watch, isn't it? Or it's tough to always commit to that time. I just can't get comfy in this seat today. We got one of those long adverts again here. I saw a news article today as well saying that Cody was looking into getting Dustin to appear with him at WrestleMania. I don't know if it's going to be like in the crowd or something like that, or maybe walking down like a kind of and when Cody walked to the ring at All In, the precursor to the AEW shows, when he had like DDP and stuff coming down, like the Nightmare Factory. I'd be interested to see if Dustin could come with him like that, For somebody who's or an early nomination for Most Improved on the microphone this year, you got to give it to Swerve Strickland. I don't know what's happened or why now, but he's just so much more confident. He seems to have found the right character for him now, and he's great at the moment. Dustin Reynolds has always been good on the microphone, though. So we've got the main event coming up now. I'm just going to flick it over to that screen there. And I believe it is going to be this screen. I think I pressed that right here just to check on the screen there. Yep, so we got Dustin Rhodes versus Swerve Strickland in the main event tonight. Swerve just looks like an absolute star now as well. I wonder what it is. I wonder how quick, like, how he's changed so quick. It just seems to get it at the moment. Christian, I was thinking about that if Dustin can't appear at Mania, then he's about to retire. He should leave AEW to have his final match with Cody in the WWE. That'll be good. Shameless plug here, but I've also done a 5-star match review of Cody and Dustin's match from AEW, their first pay-per-view, which was an unbelievable match, if you ask me. Probably Dustin's best match of all time, and arguably Cody's best match of all time as well. Oh, so Parker Boudreaux has just been taken out by Dustin here. Dustin's making his way into the ring. Seems to be quite a heated match between these two. Chris Jericho's just said on there commentary there that Dustin Rhodes is one of the most underrated promos in wrestling. I'd have to agree with that. He's somebody that nobody ever speaks of when it comes to promos. I think obviously his dad Dusty Rhodes is always remembered as one of the best talkers of all time, and in recent years Cody gets a lot of praise for his promos, especially the last few weeks with Sammy and Paul Heyman. But Dustin is a brilliant promo as well. Proper world class on the mic. So we got a 10 count of... Oh, he's doing the old Goldust pose in the corner there, Dustin Rhodes. We had a 10 count in the corner. Classic old school wrestling. Oh, and we got the Dusty punches here. The Dusty jabs. Oh, and a big elbow. No, Swerve sees it coming. Lands a big punch of his own onto Dustin there. Dustin Rhodes went for his snap body press there. It's a German suplex onto Swerve there. Lovely takedown. Lifted it back up here. Takes the back of Swerve. So back waist lock there. But he's pushing him back into the corner. Oh, and Swerve's biting at the fingers. Audrey Edwards has to step in there to break it up. Oh, and a reverse pump kick to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Right into Dusty Rhodes' cheek there. Oh, Swerve jumps in over the ropes here. What's he looking for in the corner? Is this just going to be a big boot running past him? Oh, no, it's another pump kick. What else is Swerve looking for here? Seems to have Dustin Rhodes up against the guardrail here. Looks like he's going to make a running charge at him here. Oh, and he does. Oh, and a drop kick into the side of the head. And Dustin's head actually crashes into the guardrail there. Audrey Edwards given the count on the outside there. We're up to a 5 count. Oh, Dustin is busted open here. Seeing Dustin busted up is always going to remind me now of that match with Cody, where it was an unbelievable blade job. One of the nastiest ones you'll probably ever see. Awful looking blade job. Oh, and Dustin gets thrown face first into the ring post there. So Swerve is really taking control of this match. Oh, now he's standing on Dustin Rhodes on the side. You can see the blood coming out of Dustin's head there. It actually started to pour on the floor. Nasty looking cut there on Dustin Rhodes. And Swerve is beginning to show his nasty side here by kicking and forearm strikes to his cut opponent. Aubrey checking on the cut there. Oh, and a big right by Swerve takes down the former Intercontinental Champion, the former US Champion. Well, actually, saying that, was he WCW US Champion? I'm not sure. He was the WCW TV Champion. I remember in the early 90s. I remember him winning Intercontinental titles. Oh, Swerve really targeting that cut now onto Dustin Rhodes in the corner. Over to a 9 count. 9 punches in the corner. No, Swerve steps back. He's not going to give him 10. Snapmare now to Dustin. Swerve hits the middle rope and a diving back elbow into the back of Dustin's neck there. So a lot slower paced match than we're used to seeing Swerve Strickland in, which is not a bad thing at all. It's more working on Dustin's injury in this match. I know they've really slowed it down to giving time to for Dustin to sell this injury here. So Swerve's looking for maybe some sort of cravat or something. No, it's not quite that. No, he's looking for like some sort of chin lock on the ground. I was kind of watching that closely then. Now that's looking back. Could get a rear naked choke now. I'm never going to be able to get it out of my system, but as soon as I see a bad looking submission move, I'm always going to be wanting am I still a shot there if I sit up that high? Let's have a look. I just can't get comfy tonight. I suffer with a bit of a bad back. Let's play it up a bit tonight. What was I saying there? Yeah, with the bad submission moves, if they're not locked in properly, it does kind of wind me up, and I want to give him coaching advice. Which is why I always say that, amateur wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, sambo, whatever, any of those type of sports, if more wrestlers did actual sports like that, training like that, they could really tighten up on the submission holds, and then learn how to not fully apply the pressure, but to at least sink in moves so they look genuine, instead of having loose FTFs, i.e. John Cena's STFs back in the day, that never looked like they were applying pressure at all. Dustin Reynolds is making some sort of comeback here. Oh, Swerve breaks out. Oh, and another stiff right there. Oh, he went for that jumping DDT in the corner, and we get a code red from Dustin. 1, 2. Oh, and a long 2 count there. Oh, Jim Ross saying on commentary that he thought that was a 3 count there. That was like a 2 and I don't know, like 9/10. It was really close to a 3 count. Oh, they're trading jumping pump kicks now off the corner. Oh, they both went for a high cross body there in the middle of the ring, and both took each other out there. Both competitors now rolling to the ring apron here. So we're getting a rundown of the Dynamite show for next week there on the screen. Saying that Tony Khan has got a huge announcement as well. And it's actually not far from AEW Revolution there. Oh! Death Valley Driver on the ring apron there from Swerve. Could that be enough to put Dustin Rhodes away? No, Dustin kicks out yet again. So by my calculations, it is 5 to 1 in the morning here. So it looks like we've got 5 minutes at most left in this match. Christian put, I guess that the lack of good looking submissions would probably be because many people transition from MMA, or because they don't, transition from MMA to WWE or to wrestling in general, with a few, like most recently, Paige Van Zandt. Yeah, if Paige Van Zandt can stay away from bare knuckle boxing, which she seems really into, but if I was the agent or manager, I'd be trying to skew her away from doing those bare knuckle boxing matches as much as possible. But yeah, I just think at wrestling schools now, things that worked, say 20 years ago in wrestling may not work now. I think even if you just have a very, very casual interest in MMA, you can see the difference between submissions that they have in wrestling, and I think when things look super loose or, for instance, even if you don't watch a lot of MMA, I think if you showed a picture of a lazily put in triangle, you could see that there wasn't any pressure applied as compared to MMA, Oh, Dustin almost got the 3 count there, but Parker Bordeaux came in, interfered. And they've thrown the match out. He's slammed Dustin into the ring steps there, and we got a disqualification in the main event of Rampage tonight. So Parker is throwing Dustin back into the ring here. So what Swerve got in his hand here? He's got some sort of chain in his hand. Oh, and he's digging at Dustin's forehead here. Oh, so the staff have come into the ring, but Parker Bordeaux is just laying them out here. Not looking good for the security staff here. So is anybody going to try and make the save for so we got Snack Kings as my prediction is Jay White debut after WrestleMania during Finn Balor new promo with Judgment Day, and we get AJ Styles and the OC coming out setting up White versus Balor on Monday Night Raw. If that did happen, I think it would blow the internet up. You know? If we had AJ... if we had AJ, Balor, and Jay White as 3 former leaders of the Bullet Club. So we got a cinder block in the middle of the ring here now, and they're putting Dustin's head onto the cinder block. Swerve Strickland is making his way up to the top rope, but the music started, and it looks like it's going to be Keith Lee making the save. Keith Lee looks like he's back. Oh, Keith Lee snuck in from the back here. What's this? Snap Kings has said one thing I'm going to say right now. WWE is interested with Omega. If that's the case, then the Elite versus House of Black would happen at Revolution and lose to them. Yeah, probably. That's it. I mean, I don't know enough about their contracts and stuff at the moment, but the Kenny Omega news seems to be coming out of nowhere, you know? I hadn't heard that his contract was at an end or anything like that. Keith Lee seems to have... I'll go back to that now, but Keith Lee seems to have aged about 10 years since he was last on TV. He's obviously stopped dyeing his hair, and it's really grey here. Yeah. He looks really different. It's really strange to see that. So that is how AEW is going to go off the air tonight. And so I am going to switch the screen because I am still on here and I don't need a break at the moment. We've just got to switch straight to Smackdown. So if I can set up the screen, we'll change it over in 1, 2, 3. And now we're in Smackdown land. So we are looking forward to Smackdown tonight. We've got a few different matches on the card. Looking forward to quite a lot of these. Let's go back to Snap King's comment 1 second though. It was about the Elite and the House of Black. Yeah, I mean, the House of Black would be a good trios team to take over from the Elite if that were to be the case. Interesting to see. Christian said, if that tag team did happen, now which would Cody join? Yeah, of course, Cody used to be in the Bullet Club as well. Big part of his career. Right, so we have got a rundown. I'm just getting my Smackdown screen all set up here. So we are getting a video package of last week's Smackdown. And it was the Usos when they pinned Ricochet in the middle of the ring. So what's everybody thinking about the Bloodline storyline? And how are we going to fit Sami into WrestleMania? Is it going to be a tag team match against the Usos? Is it going to be... is Kevin Owens going to get involved? Is Sami Zayn going to get thrown into a 3-way with Cody and Roman? I just don't know what they're going to do at the moment. Yeah, Snack King says you wouldn't rush that Cody choose storyline yet. No, Cody's got enough on his plate at the moment, I guess. I mean, all roads are pointing to him winning the WWE Championship, the Undisputed Championships at WrestleMania. That's right. I'm just seeing just seeing the recap of last week. I forgot about that Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman have asked for the Usos to stay at home this week and to watch via TV rather than be at the arena. So it'll be interesting to see if they do actually turn up on that. Snack Kings has said you would draft Cody Rhodes to SmackDown the time being, with great things with him. Face Bray Wyatt at Extreme Rules. I wouldn't be opposed to a Bray Wyatt Cody Rhodes feud at some point. Problem is, well, maybe not a problem, because I love Bray Wyatt and I love, his creativity and everything. It's always in ring where it always seems to fall apart, and it's weird because I don't even think Bray Wyatt's a bad wrestler. I think he's a pretty good wrestler, especially for that kind of big stocky man type wrestler. And I think if you put him with Cody Rhodes, I think Cody Rhodes could maybe come up with something quite interesting with Bray Wyatt, and I think the in-ring matches would be better as well. I think maybe that would be a good way to bring Bray Wyatt back up, and it'd be a step up from a feud with LA Knight, who I'm not really into at all. So we got not Kevin Owens, we got Sami Zayn tonight coming out at some point. So we got Natalia's music coming up first. It looks like that's going to be the tag team match. I'm going to flick over to that screen now. So we have got Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Makes sense. I completely forgot that. Oh my god, it is Elimination Chamber tomorrow night. Wow, I didn't even realise it was tomorrow. Oh my god. I did not realise that it was tomorrow. Wow, okay. Oh, we'll have to sort out something for that then. My god, I genuinely didn't have a clue that it was tomorrow. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so we got Shotzi making her way down to the ring now. I'm glad they got Shotzi back with her tank. Shotzi's so different to everybody else on the roster. You need somebody like that. So they're showing a bit of a recap of the feud so far. That's been going on for quite a while, I guess, because Ronda faced Shotzi, didn't she, a few months ago at a pay-per-view. Wasn't the greatest match of all time, if I remember rightly, but it didn't seem to have a lot of chemistry. So hopefully now with this feud going back and forth and everything, hopefully that chemistry will click a little bit better now, and they'll both start to put on matches together of the quality that we know they both can wrestle at. Oh, so we got Ronda coming out here in her USA judo gi. Well, at least the gi top anyway. was I going to say then? Can't remember. My head went completely blank then. I was going to say something, it's just completely gone. Yeah, we had Shayna Baszler coming down to the ring with her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and obviously Ronda Rousey with a Judo black belt. That would be a real life grappling match that I wouldn't be opposed to seeing at some point. Shayna versus Ronda. Be interested to see that. So we started off with Natalya and Shayna, but Ronda Rousey has made the tag pretty quickly here. To massive boos from the crowd. I'm not gonna lie, I love Ronda Rousey. I think she's great, and I think she's a good wrestler as well. I know a lot of people don't like her wrestling style, but I think she's great. Maybe had a "You can't wrestle" chant then as well. It's like, oh, yes you can. I don't know what you're talking about if you think she can't. Christian's put, I wonder if Fight Forever did get rated M. How would that be a bad idea exactly? As GTA is an M and kids will still play it, want it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess these days most people do just play any games anyway, To be honest, a game like GTA, I think a parent would be more weary, whereas a parent won't notice the M on a wrestling game. Do you know what I mean? They'll just see wrestling and they'll buy it. They won't know any different between M or T on there. So I think maybe it'll go against them in the advertising. Because, maybe you will be able to advertise it on certain things if it did get an M rating. I don't know. I know there was talks about it appearing on Xbox Game Pass as well. If that's the case, I'll be glad because it'll save me some money. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shotzi just delivered a... I can't think what it's called. It's like a German suplex when you have both the arms hooked. It's not a dragon suplex. Can't think what it's called, but Ronda landed on the back of her neck there. It looked quite a nasty landing. And Ronda's got Shotzi's back here now, but she's thrown to the outside. Shotzi's hitting the ropes here. She's going to go for a suicide dive through the ropes. She does. Suicide dive takes out Ronda on the outside. Shotzi's going to the top rope here. She's going to take both of them out. Yeah, she does. So a high cross body from the top rope, taking back, taking out both Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey there. We've got our first break of Smackdown tonight. But this is a good match to start off Smackdown. They definitely do seem to have a lot more chemistry than they did at some point. Somebody's put on Twitter, I don't know if this is the exact thing, I can't source it or anything, but it's an interesting question to throw out there. Somebody's put that Vince McMahon has set an asking price of $9 billion for WWE. And they've also added a comment, I'd rather have WWE at $9 billion than Twitter at $44 billion. Yeah, I think you're probably right. If I had the money, I know which one I'd rather spend my money on. And $9 billion, so that would put WWE at $5 billion more than the UFC when that sold. Just to put things into perspective there. It was really strange when we had that rumour going around that what's it called? WWE had been sold, and it was the to a custodian in Saudi Arabia. Really strange because it kind of just came out of nowhere, and everybody bought into it, and they just kind of fizzled out. You know, it was really strange. Those few hours or a couple of days when everybody thought it was the end of wrestling, and then they just stopped, and it was just back to normal again straight after. It was really weird, wasn't it? I've got I guess there's a VPN advert on here now called DuckDuckGo. I've never seen it before, but it's got a duck with a bow tie in the thumbnail, so I'm quite interested now. So what's everybody looking forward to at Elimination Chamber then? What do we think is going to be the main takeaways in that show? I mean, the main match is going to be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. I can't see. I mean, Sami's got to lose, right? They can't throw the belt onto Sami at this late stage now before Mania, but weirder things have happened, I guess. So we are back live now with Friday Night Smackdown. So Shayna Baszler is holding on in an armbar position onto Shotzi here. Oh, she's attacking the elbow now here with a... So like a... Can't work out what type of move that is. It's like a double wrist lock, I guess. Shotzi trying to get to the corner for the tag for Natalya here, but Shayna Baszler's doing a good job of cutting off the ring. Shotzi almost getting the tag there. Oh, Shayna Baszler took Shotzi down there and then aimed to attack onto Natalie, or Natalya even. Shotzi trying to fight back, but Ronda Rousey's grabbed the hair there. So Ronda Rousey is the legal woman in the match now. With... Oh, what is Shayna doing off the top rope here? Oh! Oh my goodness, and a massive DDT onto the ring apron there. I'm guessing that's the move that they went for in that match that I mentioned earlier. But, she actually nailed it this time. Thing with Ronda Rousey that I really like, I'm not comparing them, their wrestling styles or anything, or saying one's as good as the other, but her wrestling crumple physics that she's got when she sells is like Jeff Hardy. They don't just kind of like hit the mat like most wrestlers break for. She kind of like crumples. Darby Allin seems to have it as well. They just got this weird, like, what I call crumple physics. Instead of just like landing flat, they kind of just, I don't know, just crumple up into a ball. It's really strange, but I really like it at the same time. Christian has put maybe the Street Profits break up. Lashley or Lesnar take a break from WWE. Uncle Howdy could take part in a women's chamber. Oh, sorry. Could take part in the women's chamber to affect Alexa. I thought you meant he was going to take part in the match. I was like, really? Yeah, sorry, I'm with you what you're saying there. And, or Edge takes a break from WWE after the chamber. Yeah, I could see that happening. Definitely. Ronda Rousey on the top rope here. She went for a high cross body and misses. Natalya was able to duck. Oh, and she... Looks like we're going to get a sharpshooter here from Natalya. Yeah, and it's locked in. So Ronda Rousey screaming out here and reaching out for the ropes, trying to get the break here. Oh, Natalya brings her back into the center of the ring. Natalya breaks up the hole because Baszler comes in. Natalya going back over to Ronda now, and it looks like Shotzi wants to tag in. Oh, and it looks like we're going to get the old school Heart Foundation's heart attack here. And no, Baszler stops her in her tracks. Oh no, we got that straight arm bar onto Shotzi. Shotzi's going to have to tap. We get the tap out here from Shotzi. So Ronda and Shayna Baszler get the win here. That was a good match. I really enjoyed that. Weirdly enough, I think that's been my favourite match so far tonight on this stream. They seem to click a lot better than they had done in the past. Shotzi and Ronda both showed that they can work together quite well, especially that DDT on the apron, which is a horrible looking manoeuvre. And Christian said earlier, maybe the Street Profits break up. I don't know if it's just me. If they've been off TV for a while now, I can't seem to remember seeing them much lately. So Sami Zayn is going to be next up on Smackdown in an interview. I'll just switch over to the home screen for now. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see because Sami Zayn's in his hometown here. Well, not hometown. Is it his hometown? Is he from Montreal? Not sure. Getting a promo package for the Elimination Chamber here. This is the men's Elimination Chamber match graphic they just threw up there. And we got the women's one being thrown up as well. They're going a bit too quick for me to go through all the challenges and everything. Yeah, tomorrow night. I can't believe it's come around so quick. I was almost certain it was next week. Just like going by dates and everything. I was shocked when I saw it say that it was tomorrow, to be honest. Right, so it is a break at the moment. I'm going to take a quick break a moment and I will be right back. Peace. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Retro Wrestling Room. So I am back now, and apparently we're going to get Sami Zayn up next. This is going to be his last time to build up that Elimination Chamber match tomorrow night. Just move that chair a second. So we're going to get a proper recap of, it's going all the way back to last April. And it was when Sami Zayn first introduced himself to the Bloodline. I'm stuck in this chair. Yeah, I can't get comfy today. I don't know what I've done. I just can't get comfy at all. Right, is that any better? Let's have a look. Right, so yeah, we're right back now. Damn, Battle in the Valley is also tomorrow night as well. I know. I remember that was tomorrow. For some reason, I didn't know that Elimination Chamber was on the same day. I just hadn't worked it out at all. So it's gonna be a hell of a wrestling night tomorrow night. So we're getting up to the point now in the Bloodline story of when we're up to the part now where the cracks started to show when they started to dissing Sami. Sami Zayn's so over at the moment. It's such a shame in a way that they need to put... They've kind of got two storylines kind of coming to a head at the same time. And maybe they didn't quite see it happening at the same time. I don't know what the plan was. But like the whole Cody storyline, you need it to culminate at this WrestleMania. You need him to win the titles. But then you've also got this super hot act in Sami Zayn, who nobody predicted at this point would get to here. And, you know, I wouldn't want to be in the decision-making position, put it that way, for... Because, yeah, I don't know who you can get to win without it hurting the other one. In a way, I don't know how they're going to do it. How they're going to master it. They kind of got themselves in a hard position at the moment. So we've got the Hit Row, I believe in. Is it the Hit Row? I'm not sure. Top Dollar and his mate. Are they the Hit Row? And we got Bray Wyatt down at the ring at the moment. And Uncle Howdy on the aprons. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. Like, what is happening with this Bray Wyatt storyline? It's just bizarre now. Uncle Heidi's got to be Bo Dallas, right? Right, are we going to get any answers now? Are we going to get any storyline progression? So Bray's got the mic here. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, okay. So, pretty short promo there from from Bray Wyatt there. He has called out the winner of the Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley match. Which I'm guessing is going to be Bobby Lashley. So, interesting to see what will happen then. I guess that match is going to be at Mania. Very strange. So we just got WWE adverts for different programs that they've got on their app at the moment. And we are back into the adverts. Okay, so I thought they said they were going to have Sami Zayn up next. They didn't throw to that, which is quite strange, but maybe will be after this actual break here. I'm guessing that trouble is now. I'm guessing that the Elimination Chamber and Battle in the Valley is going to be going up against each other tomorrow night, which is a bit of a shame because I kind of want to watch them both, to be honest. But one's going to have to go on the back burner, put it that way. Oh, I just saw a comment on Twitter then. I was going to read out and it quickly refreshed and I missed it. Something about the Brock Lesnar match. I've missed it now. I didn't get the quite word in there, but never mind. Oh, there you go. Brock versus Bray at WrestleMania would be the match of dreams and nightmares. I need it. God knows. God knows if it'll happen. Interesting news in the MMA world at the moment. MMA Fighting have announced that Western Australia Commission have no conclusive evidence fighters used IV to cheat at UFC 284. So not to say that he didn't do it, not to say that Islam Makhachev hasn't cheated, but that the evidence is inconclusive. Okay. Does not condone any form of cheating. Controversy broke out when Dan Hooker laid the Accusations down. Yeah, the commission has no conclusive evidence that anything has been breached. But be interesting to follow that forward. Christians put, speaking of UFC, MMA, I wonder what's the current news on Cain Velasquez. I don't know. Last I heard that... What was the wording they used? There was an appeal granted, I think, is what they said. I think that was the wording. So it is going to go to an appeal now, if that makes any sense. So it's a step forward in that direction anyway. I think that was the last thing I saw. At the moment on the screen, we got the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl win parade. And now Patrick Mahomes in his WWE title belt around his waist. Which I'm surprised the WWE haven't plastered more. I thought they would have been all on that like multiple times a day. Considering Mahomes is like one of the biggest stars at the moment. I wasn't feeling well this last weekend, so I actually went to bed early and I missed the Super Bowl. But Vicky stayed up and watched it. She actually went out to a Super Bowl party, which is quite rare in the UK. So we got another package here. It was I'm guessing it was from last week. It was when Karrion Kross faced off against Rey Mysterio. We had Volta in the... that's right, it was the four-way, wasn't it? To see who was going to get into the Elimination Chamber. And... oh no, sorry, it's for the Intercontinental Championship. What am I talking about? Madcap Moss won. An odd choice, I guess, out of all those. Madcap Moss, I gotta admit, he's not somebody that would be on my top list of wrestlers to push, but I'm not booking the company, so... but I mean, Volta's gonna win, or Gunther, sorry, not Volta anymore. Oh wow, so we got Ariel Helwani in the crowd. Talking of MMA. He's such a good commentator. He's such a good, like, in this type of role, he'd be absolutely perfect in WWE. But I don't think they could afford him on a permanent basis from everything that he makes in the MMA and reporting world, you know? So we have got the tag team match coming up next. This is... I don't know if they've got a tag team name yet. It's Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. And they're taking on the Viking Raiders. Who, interestingly, are going to be coming out after Drew and Sheamus, which is quite surprising. Unless they came down... again, like we saw on AEW, unless they came down during the break and they're already in the ring. Drew's pointed at somebody, so it looks like the Viking Raiders actually had their entrance off camera, which is a bit disappointing for them. Bit of a jobber's entrance if it is that case. Oh, saying that, I haven't seen him yet, so who knows? No, I still haven't seen them. So maybe, no, I don't think they are at ringside, so it looks like they are going to get an entrance. Seeing the WrestleMania sign up on the screen there, what number are we actually at now? Is this going to be 38? Is that right? So we got Sarah Logan out first, and then the Viking Raiders slowly behind. Viking Raiders was War Machine, weren't they, on the Indies? I remember in ROH and places like that a few years ago. And they've had a few different names, haven't they, in WWE or NXT, and they've slightly changed it all the time. They couldn't quite decide on what they were going to be called for a while. I don't know if it's because Sheamus's hair is a bit brighter than it has been in recent times, but Sheamus actually looks a bit like older Sheamus. Like this could be like 2012 Sheamus. If that makes any sense. I don't know why, it looks different. It looks younger somehow. But this should be quite a hard-hitting hoss match. Eric and Sheamus in a fight for who is the palest man on the roster. So you got Ivar and Sheamus in the ring at the moment. I wasn't saying that. Sheamus clotheslines Ivar over the top to the outside. So we have cut into another break here. Just get a generic BT Sports one here in the UK. Let's see what other news is floating around on the old world of Twitter at the moment. I didn't see it on Twitter then, but I just remembered. All roads are pointing to Matt Cardona showing back up on WWE TV, which I think is what he's always wanted, even though he's had a creatively a better run on the Indies since he left WWE. You know, I think in his heart that's where he's always wanted to be. You know, so fingers crossed for him it does work out. Just checking. Very good. So that's all sorted. Right. Yeah, I'm a bit stumped at the moment. Sorry, I was just reading that there. Kind of get lost in the old world of Twitter sometimes. You just start reading all the comments and you're like, Oh, I realised that I'm still on camera. Post Wrestling have reported that Vince McMahon sets WWE price tag at $9 billion as well. I wonder where they just pull that number out from. I don't know. I guess it's gotta be based on things like revenue stream and everything, but $9 billion. We got a oh god, the build-up video or advert trailer now for the Jake Paul Tommy Fury match, which is actually a week Sunday coming up. Hopefully it will be the end of the Jake Paul show once and for all. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we can only hope. Right, I'm still waiting for Smackdown to come back on at the moment, and here we are. I don't know if anybody else is with me, but I just start to lose interest any time that Drew McIntyre or Sheamus come on the screen. I just find them so boring. Like, I had energy before I saw him come out. As soon as I saw him come on the screen, I was like, oh, there's another hour to go. It'll be okay once we get people like Sammy coming out, and we've got Asuka versus Liv Morgan tonight. I think that's the. Oh, and of course, got Gunther versus Madcap Moss as well to come. Should be a good match. Have I got the right screen up on that? Yeah, I have. That's okay. Thought I had the wrong match on the screen then. For some reason. What was I going to say there? We get a close-up of Sarah Logan there on the outside, who is altering her outfit a little bit. She doesn't quite look as much like Max the Impaler as she did when she first came in. I don't know if she's changed her outfit slightly. She doesn't look quite as obvious now. I mean, she does. It's obviously still very based on it. It's blatantly have the same inspirations and everything, but yeah, maybe that little red across the eyes makes a huge difference, and hopefully she could tweak it a little bit more to make it a little bit more individual. So we got Drew McIntyre with a big belly-to-belly suplex there onto Eric, and a neck break onto Ivar. What another neck breaker onto Eric as well, and a kipper from Drew McIntyre. That's it. Like, he is good. He's a good wrestler. He's got a great look and everything. They're just never in good stories, do they? And it's just, I don't know. I just find it really boring. But Michinoku Driver by Drew McIntyre. Where did he bust that out from? But But like, what's the last good storyline that Sheamus has been in? Like, generally good storyline. He's had good matches, like the one I get with Gunther, the 5-star match in Cardiff was amazing. But like I don't know. Same with Drew McIntyre. Like I can't remember. Has he ever had a good like possible feud or storyline or anything? I don't know. Could the reason you seem to be bored of Drew and Sheamus is possibly because of wrestling or wrestler fatigue? Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I mean, whenever I see Sheamus come on the screen, it's like when I see Randy Orton come on the screen. I'm like, oh, I'm just done. Like, I'm just done with those two. I've seen them too much. Oh, a run of thunder for the top rope by Sheamus there. That's it. Like, they're great, you know. They got good moves and everything. They big, powerful dudes and everything. But I just don't know. Just can't get into it. Looks like we got another trailer for Elimination Chamber on here now. I don't know if this is going to show the other matches or is it just going to be a generic one. Looks like it's just a generic one for the event rather than any individual match. Christian's put, but like when Randy returns, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't feel that same feeling. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, maybe because he's gone away for a bit. I'll be easier on him for a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Yeah, I just want to see Roman Reigns. I don't know where that came from. I want to see Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, not particularly together, but like in proper feuds and like a storyline. It doesn't have to be like overly gimmicky or whatever, but just like a proper storyline where I don't know, something rather than just random matches, you know? Maybe those two together will last for a bit longer, and then you know we'll get a storyline down the line when those two eventually do break up, as every tag team does. Is there any tag teams that just stay together these days? New Day, I guess. They've been together forever now. So how long has the New Day been going now? It seems must be quite a while, you know. They chucked them on different shows, didn't they, for a while? And that didn't last. And they put them all back together. They're down on NXT now as well. So just looking at Inside the Ropes at the moment, InsideTheRopes.com, and it says Dwayne Johnson's daughter, Ava Ring, gets a new name. I saw it the other day, but I can't remember what it was. Just tried to quickly go through it now. Right, okay, so they've taken the Rain bit off for some reason. They're just calling it Ava now. Okay. So they put her with Joe Gacy, James Drake? Drake and Gibson, right? I think down on NXT. They seem to be in some sort of group at the moment. Yeah, I guess the Viking Raiders are still together at the moment. The Usos. Maybe the Usos is coming to an end now. Be interested to see. wonder with the Usos though, like what they could do separately. You know, I don't know. They're so, not just because they are twins, but they're so close to each other. Like they're just, like their characters are the same as well. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be weird if they broke those two up again. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But then we thought that with well, I did. Eric tried to powerbomb Sheamus there. They dropped him into the ropes, but then he just deadlifted Sheamus back off the ground and landed the powerbomb anyway. Shows the strength from Eric there. So Eric's going back up to the middle rope here. He's got up to Brett's rope. It looks like, what's he going to go for here? Maybe a jumping clothesline? No, he went for the jumping nothing. And Sheamus comes in with a big knee. Drew McIntyre's setting up the boot here. No, Ivar manages to pull Eric out of the way there. We're going to see Drew fly. Yeah, he does. Does a somersault over the top rope. Takes out both of the Viking Raiders there. So Drew calling for Eric to get back to his feet here. Here we get Sarah Logan onto the ropes here. Trying to distract Drew. A big Uranagi there from Eric onto Drew McIntyre there. Looks like they set it up. Something here. What they got? Big slam off the middle rope here. Is that going to be it? 1, 2. No, Sheamus makes the save. And then Sheamus gets thrown right into the ring post there. Glasgow kiss from McIntyre, but Ivar managed to get him back down with a spinning back fist. Looks like Ivar's going to the top rope now. What are we going to get here? Just a big splash. He's going to miss. No, he doesn't. He lands it. Big splash. 1, 2. No, 2 count. Michael Cole just said that's like getting hit by a flying bus. Bro kick onto... And here we go. McIntyre with the Claymore. That's going to be it, surely. 1, 2, and 3. So is Sarah Logan just known as Valhalla now? Is she not? She hasn't got her own name anymore then, right? Not a bad match there. That's it. Like they still put on good matches. I don't know. It's just there's just no character to them at all. It's weird. But yeah, not a bad match again. Maybe I'm going to be the odd one out tonight, but I'm actually going to say that I know it sounds weird, but I think the women's tag match from SmackDown was the best match of the night so far. It was the one I enjoyed the most anyway. Right, okay, so it looks like we got the Christian's put, I think so. She's yet to have a singles match with the rest of the women's roster. Yeah, I don't think she has she, since she's come back. I'm not sure. Not that I remember anyway. So we got part 2 of the. I don't know why I did that. I meant to just put up 2 fingers. We got part 2 of the. Sorry, guys. The Sami Zayn Roman Reigns feud here. We're at the part of the Royal Rumble where Roman Reigns passed the steel chair to Sami Zayn, and then Roman Reigns started pushing Sami right in the face. And bang. Start the feud. There we go. Sami Zayn hits him with the chair. Super kick for the Usos. Can't remember what the move's called with the from Sokolo, and then Jay left, and we got the real split of the bloodline. Roman Reigns is so good on the mic these days as well. That's another one that kind of just turned it round, and it seemed like overnight. It was like he was terrible on the microphone, and then one day just woke up and was really good, and then just continues to get better and better and better now. It's just called it the Undisputed Universal Championship. It sounds so wordy, doesn't it? Just combine the belts and call them the WWE title. Like, that's all you need. Samoan Spike, that's what the move's called. I couldn't think what it was called. So Roman Reigns' words from last week were, "You broke up my family, I'm going to break you in front of your family." And he wants the match in Montreal. Oh, that's a golden line, that is. That is absolutely gold. So still talking about the Sami Zayn part, but they've said later on tonight now. I'm sure the graphic earlier, I'm not losing my mind, I'm sure it said up next. It was probably a mistake. And we got the new look of Asuka coming down to the ring here now. I'm going to set up the match. And their new theme tune, which is the old theme tune, but slightly changed and remixed to fit this evil character a little bit better. But I know everybody was saying that this is Kana and not Asuka, which is a character back in on the Indies and in Stardom and Shine, etc. She was a lot more vicious than she is in the WWE, a lot more nasty, should we say. I wish they had started calling her Kana or something like that, and then they kind of had like a. I know it's been done, that kind of split personality, but they could have done like an Asuka and Kana storyline like they did with Finn Balor and. Oh God, they'll come to me in a second. Finn Balor and not the Beast, not the Fiend, the Demon. I don't know. I don't know why that took me so long then. So I was starting to get a quick advert of the new WWE game then, but it actually switched back to the UK feed and we've got a PT advert. So I'm just going to quickly go to the Be Right Back screen a moment. I'm only just take a quick break and I'll be back with you in a moment. Hi guys, we are back on the channel here. We have got a backstage interview with Rey Mysterio, and it was with they're just doing a bit of a clip from last week when Rey Mysterio was with Santos Escobar. Talking together here, and it looks like they are bonding over their love of the Mexican culture with the lucha libre masks there. I much prefer Ray's masks like that, like the one he's wearing now, whereas it looks like the old WCW ones. I don't know, the shape of them is a little bit different. Or Rey Mysterio is getting interrupted here by Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Karrion Kross really getting at Rey Mysterio here because I'm calling him a poor excuse for a father because of the way Dominic's turned out. So while all that has been going on, Asuka's still been waiting for Liv to come back into the ring. She's just been sat there just waiting. Why put that there? Why not put it after the match? Or do Asuka's entrance after the break? I don't know why they do things like that. That seemed really odd. I don't know why. The setup was very strange there, the way they'd set up this match here. So we've got Carmella on the... Okay, so we got Carmella on commentary here. She's just told Wade Barrett to stop simping on himself. Straight. Didn't expect to hear that on Smackdown this week. So this has potential to be quite a really good match. Asuka's always in good matches, and I think Asuka could probably get the best out of Liv Morgan here. Oh, so Asuka went for the Aja Kong spinning back fist there, missed with a roundhouse kick as well. Oh, Liv catches her with a back elbow to the face, sorry. A few strikes, kick to the midsection. Asuka catches, spins to the back. German suplex from Asuka there. Asuka back up to her feet. Oh, and it was like a shining wizard almost. 2 count. Liv Morgan quickly gets out there. Asuka working onto the arm now. And somebody's coming down to the ring. Who's this coming down here now? Is that Raquel? What are your thoughts on Lacey Evans, asked Christian? I feel like all of her repackages aren't really doing the fans any favours. No, they need to... That's the trouble. Oh, and Nikki Cross is out here now, licking Michael Cole like a bushwhacker, which is quite strange. That's the trouble with WWE when they, like Nikki Cross, like she was this character for a while, and then switched to a superhero overnight, and then switched back to this. But like she seems to have lost all the like the brains and the intellect that she had as a different character, and it just makes no sense. The same with like Lacey Evans. Like, all right, if you change the gimmick, that's fine, but if you keep flipping that gimmick, it kind of nobody can really stick to anything. Oh my god, we just gotta. Liv Morgan with like a code breaker off the middle rope there. We go to another break already, which is a shame. So it's a really strange advert here in the UK, featuring West Ham football players. It's very strange. Didn't expect that to come on. But anyway, yeah, we were saying about characters like flip-flopping and changing. I don't think it does anybody any favours, you know? And I think that's maybe why when Triple H took over, because Vince kind of went a bit headstrong into getting rid of a lot of storylines and getting rid of people that he wasn't quite into, and then Triple H just kind of brought them all back, and in some cases kind of put them to back where they were before Vince took over again, and as if that time didn't happen. And it's really strange, it's really jarring for the audience. You know, it's a strange way to go about things, put it that way. I meant to mention this the other day, but I'm glad I waited till now on the live stream. We are now up to 2,800 subscribers on this channel, which is amazing because, you know, you just don't expect these things to happen. So, yeah, thank you so much to everybody that is subscribed to this channel, and please keep sharing to all your friends, all your neighbours. Yeah. Friends, neighbours, your neighbours' friends, all that good stuff. You know, it's crazy to see a number like that. You know, 2,800 people that have thought, yeah, I'll give this channel a proper go. I'll subscribe. You know, I'll check out more than one video. You know, it's amazing. So thank you very much to everybody out there. You know, it's blows my mind every time I see things like that. Elimination Chamber. Let's have a look at the card for tomorrow night, which I didn't know was happening. So we've got 5 matches announced for tomorrow, by the look of it. We've got obviously the Elimination Chamber match, the men's one. We've got the women's Elimination Chamber match. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, that's right. And then the mixed tag match, which I'd forgotten about, which is Edge and Beth Phoenix versus the Judgment Day. Christian put, speaking of 2.8, says, are you thinking about doing something special once you hit 3K? Definitely. Plans already in place for it. I got a few ideas ready to go for it. So, yeah. If it happens within a week, I'll be starting to panic because I'm not quite ready. But if it if it takes longer than that, then yes, I'll be very excited to do a special stream or a special video for 3,000 subs. And it's good to see one of our friends' channel, Karen Watches Wrestling. She's hit over 5k subs now. Let's actually see what she is up to. It was maybe even higher than that now. Let's have a look. Karen watches wrestling. What is she up to now? She's got 5.1 thousand now on her channel, which is amazing. Oh, it's so good to see our friends doing so well, you know, so things like that, you know. That makes me just as happy as our channel doing well. You know, seeing Karen's channel doing so well. So if you're interested in Japanese wrestling at all, check out Karen's channel because it's amazing. That's Karen Watches Wrestling. So back into the action here. Liv Morgan's really taken it to Asuka here. Oh, and a step up enziguri onto Asuka. Oh, Liv with a bit back into the corner there. A step up knee on Asuka into the corner. Liv Morgan stepping onto the middle rope here. What's she going for? Oh, and a missile dropkick onto Asuka. Asuka back onto her feet, goes through a clothesline, misses the clothesline here. Not quite sure what that was there from Liv, but it worked for Asuka by the look of it. Well, there's a roll up there, but no. Oh, we got like a Walls of Saturn. No, not Walls of Saturn. Rings of Saturn from Asuka, and she wins. Liv actually taps. Okay, so they're really pushing Asuka as this dominant female wrestler again. Asuka blowing kisses to all the other women around the ring at the moment. All the other entrants in the match. Oh, we got a super kick from Carmella. She came in from nowhere. Natalia, I almost said that. Natalia in the ring now. Oh, then Nikki Cross takes her out. And now Raquel Rodriguez is in as well. And a big slam takes down Nikki Cross. Oh, is she going to help Liv up? Yeah, Liv accepts the handshake. Helped to her feet by Raquel. Oh, Liv takes out Raquel and then Asuka delivers a kick as well. And now we got a standoff between Liv and Asuka in the middle of the ring. So in storyline, I guess Liv tapping quick would make sense because if you were legitimately in that position, you'd tap quick, wouldn't you, to save yourself in the Elimination Chamber? Yeah, so I don't think it made her look weak. I think it made her look smart by tapping quickly there. That's how I would spin it. We got Ariel Helwani back in the crowd again here. And the crowd are going absolutely mental for Sami Zayn here. So we got a backstage interview with Gunther here. I flicked to the home screen, but so he's talking about he's been holding the Intercontinental Championship for over 250 days here now. It's a perfect place to put Gunther, you know, in that Intercontinental spot and to keep him champion. So you keep him dominant, but you don't have to push him all the way to the main event just yet if you don't want to. So let's flick this over here. We've got the Gunther versus Madcap Moss match coming up next. It's a good line there. They were talking about Gunter being on a podcast recently, and he said that the ring canvas the ring mat is his canvas. He uses it for his art. I was like, it's another money line there. That's a great line. They're going to go to an advert. Yes, I could see that coming. So we've got roughly just over half hour left here. So I believe this is the last match that they got advertised. So just quickly looking down at the thing there. Yeah, that's the last scheduled match we've got tonight. And then obviously we're going to hear from Sami Zayn. I'm guessing they're going to give that some time as well. We got car sales adverts now on here. So yeah, look it over on Twitter. Obviously, we saw the build up in the AEW show earlier that Orange Cassidy is going to be challenging Wheeler Yuta. Well, put it the other way round, because it's going to be Orange Cassidy's All Atlantic Championship on the line. Tony Khan has also announced that there's going to be some very, very big news next Wednesday. Could be just to sell the show. Who knows? Just trying to gauge what everybody's saying about the I was going to say I kind of just trailed off there. Trying to see what everybody's saying about tonight's show here. What else we got going on here at the moment? I realised I was just being quiet there. Just read it again. Yep, that's it at the moment. Sorry for that. We're all sorted here. So yeah, we are still in the advert section here. I think we got at least one more coming up, I'm guessing. So we'll probably have one more before the what's it called? Sammy thing. So we got this match, the Sammy match. We may have a bit of time in the middle, I guess. One, maybe two more adverts. So we had Madcap come out yet, or is he going to come out now in a moment? Whoop, and my stream started to glitch out a little bit there. Gunter looking even trimmer than the last time I saw him. He still seems to be losing weight. Here comes Madcap Moss here, with Emma by his side. Right, so yeah, I was just watching Madcap Moss's. Here we go. This is more like a. So we got a proper entrance, proper ring announcement. Sorry, you know when they dim the lights and then bring it just a spotlight into the ring. Really makes it feel like a big deal. Fair play to Madcap Moss though. He is built like a brick. Finish the sentence as you like. Yeah, he's looking absolutely massive there. Gunther's great, man, isn't he? I've been watching it for years, and just I still can't get used to that Intercontinental belt though. Just don't like it at all. I've tried to get used to it, I just can't. Alright, so here we go. Madcap shoots for a double leg straight away. It is stepped by Gunther, who forces him back into the corner. And a big slap across the chest, followed by a second. There we get double leg from Gunther there. Oh, Gunther's back to his feet, however. Madcap goes for it again. Squashes Gunther into the corner, and then we get 3 shoulder barges into the corner. Gunther breaks out, however, and a takeover by Gunther there into a headlock down onto the mat, trying to weigh down his opponent. Maybe to try and take the spring out of Madcap's step there, as he started quite fast, slowing it down to a championship pace, maybe. Oh, a big strike there from Madcap, followed by a few more. Gunther throws him off into the ropes, however. Shoulder block again. Oh, and there's the first big chop of the match, followed up by a big boot onto Madcap. Kick out at 1. Michael Cole referring to the fact that the Intercontinental belt has been referred to as the working man's title over the years. Holds a big lineage of people like Bret the Hitman Hart, Mr. Perfect, Chris Jericho, Rick Rude, to name but a few. Oh, 2 big swings from Gunther. Misses on them both. Oh, and a spine buster onto Gunther. Oh, Gunther just about gets out of 2 there. Oh, and a big shoulder block from Madcap. Knocks Gunther all the way to the outside. And there's another break. So only a couple of minutes after I said there is going to be another break for a while, and they throw one in. So I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm just going to have a quick break yet again while the break's on, and I'll see you in a second.